everyone, we're out here hiking the Northville Lake Placid Trail. We just left the Northville, what is it, village center? Yes. Town center.
Sign in.
We got TikTok and Old School here. Signed in, and now we're walking towards the causeway. Here we are headed across the causeway out of Northville, across the lake. Here's part of the road walk out of Northville. We're walking along the lake here. Okay guys, we just went up, picture this hill, but we were walking up it, and now we're going down the other side of it. First hill of the trail.
Heading into the woods.
Okay, here we are. This is the actual start of the In the Woods trail. Just came in, parking lot's back that way. We walked in here. Here we go. Here's the first crossing on Mud Lake Outlet. I wouldn't count on this for water because there's not much in here. There might be some more a little bit down the ways, but stock up before. Okay guys, we stopped for a snack. This is where we are. I'm sitting on a rock. This is my pack. I didn't show you guys in the beginning, but this is what it is. I think it's about 26 pounds so far, so we've only seen one person, but there's a few people on the logs.
The first mud pond. A little lunch break.
Here's the second crossing. Third crossing. So this is what the trail looks like. Pretty typical trail, and then you follow the blue NPT blazes. Okay guys, we're at the first shelter. It's the West Stony Creek shelter. We're just about getting our food started. We've seen a ton of people just at that stream crossing or river crossing or whatever. I might show you tomorrow, but I forgot to get a picture or a video of it before. But yeah, there's like a ton of people there, but they've all moved on, I think.
That's the river. West, what is it?
West Stony Creek.
Starting the day in the sprinkles. Give the thumbs up, Jen.
Hi guys, so after the first day on the trail, some reason all my talking videos got deleted, so I just wanted to say some stuff. So the second day was the day that it started raining. It rained 3 out of the 5 days I was out on the trail. So the second day we were walking from the West Stony Creek lean-to to Abner Brook tent site. So halfway in between there was Benson Road, and Benson Road was where I wanted to stop hiking already. Like, that was the point where I was like, okay, I'm over hiking now already, even though it was literally the second day. It was just like raining, and my feet were hurting, and I was getting blisters, and I wanted to stop. So, but obviously I couldn't because there's no service and there's nowhere to go. So we kept going. I put in some headphones, which you'll see, and tried to hike on to the next campsite. But when we got to Abner Brook tent site, I would not recommend staying there. I would push on to, there's another nicer tent site about 2 miles down the trail. And I would not stay here because we had a little bit of trouble finding a good spot. It's not really like a cleared tent site, and there was a lot of dead trees around. So we had to we set up our tents, and then we had to move them because they weren't in a good spot. So I would just push on, but other than that, the second day was not too bad. So the third day on the trail, we were walking from Abner Brook campsite to Silver Lake Lean-To, which starting out from there, we had some really nice terrain. It was pretty flat. I think it follows some old road there, so it was really nice. It wasn't raining, which was great, so that was pretty good. I think my dad also carried my food bag, that either my food bag or my tent, I don't remember which one, but he carried that day, so I had a little bit easier time hiking. So that day was also the day where I started to not really feel good. I wasn't eating a ton. I probably wasn't drinking enough. My feet were like killing me, and I started to like get a little bit nauseous, and I was getting like lightheaded and stuff. So I really just didn't want to hike anymore at that point, and I kind of made the decision that I was going to end in Piseco. But we got to Silver Lake Lean-To. We ended up camping there. There was 2 other people there. They were really nice. We talked to them at night, and we sat right by the lake. There's a bunch of rocks and stuff there that you can sit on, and it's a really nice campsite. And the lean-to was nice as well. There was like a ton of stuff in there though that people had left behind. The other thing I have to say about the whole trail, basically, but more so this section forward, was that there is a ton of brush down, probably from the trail crews not going out there because of COVID. That was another big problem for me, was that it was just a little bit harder when I already didn't feel like hiking anymore, because you had to go over brush and stuff at the same time. So the 4th day, we were walking from Silver Lake Lean-To to Hamilton Lake Stream campsites that were there, but we ended up staying at Hamilton Lake Stream Lean-To because this day it rained the entire day. And when I mean rain, it like downpoured the entire day. It was terrible. We were wearing like our rain jackets and rain stuff so we just wouldn't freeze. And like when I would, because there was a lot of down brush and trees and stuff this day, literally like when I would go over a tree and like put my arm like down on the ground like with the pole, and like my arm was like this, like it would just like pour out water. It was so bad. Like literally all day was a complete downpour. I guess like Mom told us after there was like tornado warnings. Like we had no idea. We were fine. We were just walking. This day actually went by pretty fast, just probably because my brain was thinking about the rain and not just how my feet hurt and how I didn't feel good. That night, the night of day 3, I actually was able to eat a Nor, which I hadn't been able to eat one before, so that was good. And that night I also was able to like relax a little bit at our whole campsite and stuff because we got there a little bit early and we were able to just like set up and relax. So I was feeling a tiny bit better, but I was still not feeling good. The end of that section was actually really nice because you follow an old, it's either like an old trail or an old road where there used to be a Girl Scout camp or something there. After you pass that, it's a really nice trail up there. You pass the bridge, and yeah, so we got to the Hamilton Lake Stream lean-to, and the same people from the night before were also there, but it was just like a complete downpour, and we ended up tenting there too. And that night, actually, my tent was taking in water because we had seam sealed it, but one little section on the bottom was not seam sealed, and that's where water was coming in just because there was so much water. And so I had to put, like, my clothes were like soaking wet already, so I literally just put like stuffed clothes in there, and I stuffed my towel in there. It was there. And then on the bottom too were the same like kind of seals where they were like up a little bit, so you wouldn't think that they would need to be sealed, but they ended up needing to be sealed. So make sure you guys do that on your tents. I'm sorry I don't have a better visual. I filmed it, but it got deleted. So yeah, that night wasn't so bad. That was my last night, and then that was actually the longest day we had to walk too. So then we only had 5 miles into Piseco the next day.
Then you're gonna put your poles on the ground on the other side, and then don't jump on that slick log there. Legend, having fun yet?
Yeah. Okay, so we're in our tents. It has been pouring rain all day long, but I thought I would show you guys me filtering my water. Sorry, my foot is gross, but I think the screen is fogged up, but that's fine. You guys can still see. We have the Sawyer squeeze. I was filtering my water. I think it's coming out yellow from the stream we had to take it from, so it's whatever, but yeah. I'm gonna prop you guys up. Here's me filtering my water. So the last day we walked from Hamilton Lake Stream lean-to into Piseco, which was around 5 miles, I think, and it wasn't too bad. We had to cross some little streams and stuff, but overall it wasn't terrible. I remember, like, I just didn't feel good at this point. I was feeling a tiny bit better from the day before, like the third day, but I was still not feeling well. My feet were like absolutely dead. I just like couldn't hike anymore. I was like, I'm completely done. So we ended up going in there, and we thought there was going to be service like as soon as we got like on the road or like walked down a little bit, and there didn't even end up being service until this one specific spot on like the side of the road. I will put in, if I can remember like what it was in front of, but it was literally only one spot. My dad had like turned on his like, because we had it on airplane mode, he like turned it off, and he had gotten like a ping at that one spot, and so we stopped and called my mom to pick me up. So we ended up having 2 5-gallon buckets of food and supplies left at Bob and Matt Campwood. They are awesome. They are great. We left it there with them, and so we were walking there to pick it up and to wait for my mom to pick me up because my dad continued on and finished the trail. So we ended up having to wait there for like 2 hours, I think, and then I got picked up, and I was so happy to be done with that section. I overall had a good time on the trail. It was nice to get out there. I just wish I didn't have to not feel good a lot of the time, and my feet were like not dead the whole time, but I was happy. I was like happy that I was supposed to finish the trail, but I was happy with the section that I did complete because I was just done hiking at that point, and I'm glad that I was able to finish that section.
Early morning heading out towards Piseco. Okay, do something funny because I'm videotaping, okay? Can't pretend like you're smiling the whole time. Just smiling. Smile to the camera.